which we have already started. Last time we have completed some part of the third lesson, introduction to the internet. Correct? We have completed some of the important terms like history of the internet, structure of the internet. We have completed uses of the internet also, in which we have seen email, news groups, online chatting, file transfer protocol, world wide web, search engines, and sharing resources, as well as streaming media, and VoIP, which is voice over internet protocol. So today, remaining part of the same in lesson plan 2 block 3. Let's see some of the important terms, okay, in which these terms are related to internet. First one is protocols. Do you have any idea what does it mean by protocols? For computers, a protocol is standard set of rules that enables any two network computers to communicate, is that connect and transfer data. Protocols are necessary because computers across a network have different hardwares and operating systems. That's why the standard set of rules is really very important. Second thing which is important, packet switching. This is the method of communication for internet, okay, as well as local area network is called packet switching. In this, all transmitted data irrespective of contents are divided into suitably sized blocks, and these blocks are known as packets. Each packet is routed independently from all others, okay. So these are the three important terms. One is a protocol, which is standard set of rules. Packet switching, this is the method of communication for internet. And last one is the data blocks. These are known as packets. They are known as packets, okay. So let's take another terms, TCP and IP. Now what is this TCP and IP? TCP means transmission control protocol. Transmission means exchanging, okay, information. Internet protocol, already we have seen protocol means what, and these are the internet protocols, rules regarding the internet usage, okay. So TCP IP is a set of protocols that ensures orderly and reliable transmission of the data packets from the sending computer to the receiver computer, okay, from the sending computer to the receiver computer. TCP and IP are the two most important protocols of this set. IP defines the method of addressing each computer and ensures that each data packet makes its way across the internet. At the sender's end, TCP forms the packets, adds the sender's and receiver's address to each packet, and verifies that the packet has reached the destination before sending the next packet, okay. At the receiving end, TCP regroups the packets into original form, okay. So let's understand few more important protocols, okay. These things are a bit difficult to understand, but we need to understand them anyhow. Let's understand few more things or the protocols. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. In short, it is known as HTTP. Okay. Hypertext transfer is used for retrieving interlinked resources from different computers. Okay, from web servers, you want some information, you want to retrieve, or you just want to take it, then hypertext transfer protocol is used. Next one is POP, Post Office Protocol. Now, Post Office Protocol is used by local email clients to retrieve email from a remote mail server. As we have already seen, there is a remote mail server. From that mail server we try to get our mails. Usually email clients using Pop Connect retrieve messages, store them on user's PC as new messages to be read, delete them from the mail server, and then disconnect. This allows users to view the messages offline. Like your daddy must be having email account on his mobile, there must be a Gmail application. You just stop internet connection, okay, stop that data connection and check whether you are able to see the mails or not. Yes, 101% you will be able to see the messages because they are saved on your system, that is mobile, correct, from the server. Now they are in mobile, some limited emails. Next one is IMAP, Internet Message Protocol. Internet Message Access Protocol is also used by email clients to retrieve emails from the mail server, but IMAP leaves the message on the server until the user explicitly deletes them. ISPs support IMAP. Okay. Last, which is SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is used by mail servers to send and receive mail messages to and from other servers. It is very simple. So Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is used while sending messages from one server to another server. Okay, sending or receiving. User level email clients use SMTP only for sending messages to mail servers. To access the mailbox account on mail server and receive messages, email clients use POP or IMAP. So these protocols are important. Okay, let's check what is next. Next is World Wide Web. Okay, in which there is one important term. You can see this is a website, informationqueue.com. Okay, a website is a group of connected documents, okay, containing information of particular subject. Like here some information about computer input, okay, and output devices. The documents are, when these documents are together, they are known as web page. As we know, like that, when we take text book, this is what generally a collection of pages is known as a textbook, okay, or a book. So here also that collection is known as a website, and all the pages together, when they are together, they are known as a web page. They are known as a web page. A web page can contain text, images, audio, and video. The web pages of website are stored on the same or different host computers called web servers. You can see here they are stored here on the web servers, these pages. By using internet you can retrieve them. Like suppose you are using this system, this laptop, you type cricket, so this information will pass on to the web server. From web server, internet will receive, this another server will receive a message, that information, and that information finally will come here, will appear, or you can see it on your laptop screen, correct. So this is a web server. Let's understand next term, which is hyperlink. Okay, can you see there is a paragraph, one passage they have given, but all the letters, they are not in a black color, some of them they are in blue. What are they? Okay, the web pages are linked by hyperlinks. Hyperlink is highlighted reference. It is a highlighted reference in web page which refers to a piece of information in the same page or in another web page. But by just clicking on this particular link, you will get extra information about the same. Correct. So it is called as hyperlink. A link which is given in the passage for that particular term or to give us additional information regarding the same. Okay, it is shown in another color or highlighted. The user can access the linked information with a mouse click on the hyperlink. You can easily access the information by just clicking here. Okay, now a text used as hyperlink is called hypertext. How does it look? It looks simply like this. Here you will understand the difference. Here we have given https www.geeksforgeeks.org, but here hypertext means in shortcut that address has been given. Okay, so a text used as a hyperlink is called hypertext. Understood? The beginning or root web page of website is called its home page. Okay, now when you are going to click on it, you are going to get this, like there would be a home page. It's a beginning or root web page of website, correct? Like www.google.com's web page. Okay, you can see here all the web pages of website are accessed through its home page. All the publicly accessible websites on the internet form a global web of information and hence called the World Wide Web. So when many websites are there and they have their group, so it is known as World Wide Web. It's like a web only. Okay, on the internet. The terms internet and www are not synonymous. Internet is a collection of interconnected computer networks that is called as internet, which is physically linked. But the World Wide Web is a collection of interconnected documents, that is a collection of interconnected networks. Okay, and this www, which is the World Wide Web, it's a collection of interconnected documents and other resources linked by hyperlinks and web addresses. Okay, www is one of the services available over the internet along with various others like email and news. Correct? So this is what which is very important and bit familiar with all of us. We know how to type. Okay, new computer games like that we type cricket score. Okay, and various other things. Next one, IP addresses. So just as we have telephone numbers in telephone networks, every machine on the internet has unique identifying number which is called as an IP address. You can see here the IP address. It is like a number itself, our telephone number or mobile number. Okay, a typical IP address looks like this. Okay, which is okay and expressed as 4 octets of ones and zeros separated by decimal points. You can see it is been separated with decimal points. The octets serve a purpose other than simply separating the numbers. They are not for only separating numbers. They are used to create classes of IP addresses that can be assigned to a particular business, government or other entity based on size and need. Okay, these numbers get changed, okay, according to the various types of businesses. The octets are split into two sections, net and host. The net section is used to identify the network that computer belongs to. The host identifies the actual computer on the network. The important thing you need to remember is this is an IP address, which is just nothing but a unique identifying number of that particular machine. Okay, known as IP address. So guys, go through all these terms which we have completed today. Okay, and in homework simply read the complete lesson so that you'll understand the things in advance. So when we'll take next lesson, which is lesson plan number 3, you will be able to understand the things very easily and quickly. Yes. Okay, very nice. So what you have to do, read the complete lesson. So here we stop. Thank you for watching this video very patiently, carefully. Thank you so much.